ecological disaster too.jpg. The next day, a thunderstorm blows in from the sea and puts the fire out, a little too conveniently. Wizard. I don't trust in anything too divine. Be me, Asimar Druid. Hey, what's up everybody, SkyDieRay here, let's fall into another video. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another DnDGreentext. To bring a wonderful day today. Before jumping into it, I wanna quickly ask you if you wanna take a moment to smash the like button. Takes a second, helps out, and I appreciate it, so thanks much for that. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. The unexpected worries when you play as a giant spider. The Anadi are peaceful spiders that take human form. My character, who is one, encountered a group of wild spiders on a roof in a bad part of town while we scouted the place out. After killing the spiders, in character, I am basically going, Grandmother Spider, please let those be wild animals and not street orphans. Also, the shark beastkin in our party keeps treating me like a pet now after we both revealed our secrets. Just imagine a human-sized jumping spider that would be happy to weave a scarf for you, and you get an idea of how an Adi look. My character's family is disguised as tailors in the city, so it would be rather easy. I want the world to recognize me as a hero by doing something big one day, but how would the world react if they saw what I really was under the disguise? Hopefully, that reveal, if it ever happened, will get a reaction more like the shark guys. Adventurers these days. Be me, mayor of a small mining town in the tundra. Life is eventless, and we dig a hole. Rude kobolds take over my mine, but luckily a group of adventurers enter my town. Visit them in the tavern. Hey, you look like adventurers, do you need work? Why do you think we're adventurers? Be them. Dwarf that looks like a garden gnome, with a nightingale nesting in the beard. Elf with glowing red eyes and a cloak that's continually bellowing epically indoors. Half elf with a floating salmon trapped inside an ice cube. A talking polar bear licking a bucket of grease as if it was ice cream through the window, cause it doesn't fit inside, wearing a lantern as a necklace, and a halfling with mammoth shit on their face used as makeup, and a giant space worm worn as a turban. Don't know, must be the accent. Wanna clear some cobbles from the mine for 50 gold? We don't work for change. Give us something that's yours, but you don't know about yet. My face when they called the yearly wage of 2 miners change. They go into the mines. Something explodes and the townsfolk wait outside in curiosity. The whole gang of kobolds come out of the mine, telling me they are citizens now and want to vote in the next election. I agree, cause buying votes was never this easy. Adventurers demand the thing that's mine, but I didn't know it's mine. Give them a kobold citizen. Adventurers stay in town cause they wanna build a pleasure golem from our metals or something. Townsfolk don't let their children play on the streets anymore, but I'll probably win the next election, so it's worth it. Okay. 1,000 people live because of a saving throw. Be me, fighter in a Curse of Strahd campaign. Be not me, cleric and ranger. Found out earlier today that the bones that keep Strahd out of Vallaki are missing. Go to an orphanage to find the grave tender. He sold the bones to the coffin maker because other orphans went missing and he wanted to hire people to find them. Turns out that the source of missing kids is a child possessed by a shadow demon. My face when the cleric one-shots it with a guiding bolt crit. We head to the coffin maker's house. Turns out the coffin maker gave the child an amulet with the demon and was asked to do this by Strahd. Go find bones in the attic when 6 vampire spawn jump out of the coffins. We fight, but one runs outside and starts killing people. Me and the ranger go chase it while the cleric looks for the bones. We catch it, but then Strahd appears in the sky on a flaming horse and is heading to the coffin maker's house. Cleric bargains with Strahd to take a ring that she was given by the Vistani. He has to make a DC 18 charisma saving throw, but only rolls a 17 total. He takes the ring and leaves. My face when everyone almost died because of a saving throw. How to get a new player into D&D. Part of this is from memory, and part is from the D&D Discord server that our DM uses. So please bear with me. Be me, first time D&D player playing a human fighter. Be not me, relatively new DM, by their own words, and 6 other newish players, of which 2 are important for the story. The Warforged Artificer and Elf Wizard. Level 1 starting campaign, but I can't remember the name of the pre-made mission. Start in town of Phandalin. Me and Wizard go looking for quests while the rest of the party goes elsewhere. Warforged go to provisions shop. We see 3 quests on the town board. One is to help an acolyte at the windmill who brews potions. She's being accosted recently. Wizard rushes back to the tavern to tell people about the quests. I follow him. Warforged has bought an oil flask. Thinks he's going to use it for his gears or something. After some minor shenanigans, the group meets up at the tavern. Agrees to go to the windmill quest. Party arrives at destination on town limits. Roll for initiative. Roll good and somehow get to go second. Warforged goes first. He moves forward 10 feet and tries to scavenge food. Oh, for f***'s sake, that MP4. Warforged is programmed as a cook. Fails to find anything in the grass. My turn. Move to hill edge and look towards the windmill. Spot 2 half-orc cultists. Go time that PNG. Throw hand axe at one of the cultists and I roll a 3. Misses and the axe goes over the cultist's shoulder. The cultist spots me. Oh boy, that JPEG. Rushes my fighter down. Roars and swings at my character. Dex saving roll and I barely pass. Swings past my face, barely missing. Nice shave, 8.5 out of 10. Wizard and others move into positions. The other cultist is trying to break the windmill door down. Warforged finally notices that we are engaged. Moves next to the cultist attacking my fighter and tries to acid spray and attack the cultist. Misses. The Drow sorceress attacks the cultist next to us. Forgot to spell something about hands and necrotic. Misses both the cultist and me behind it. And the wizard goes now. He uses fire hands? ? Hits both the cultist and the Warforged. Minimal damage and both are fine. Warforged then says, wait, what about the oil flask I have? Concerned at RAR. Much arguing for minutes. DM rolls a dice. Warforged, pick a number between 1 and 4. The Warforged picks a number. You explode, says the DM. Extracting concerned at RAR. Warforged fails save and gets lowered to 1 hit point. I'm right next to a bomb. Have to roll dex and con save, and yeah, dex roll is natural 1, the DM is concerned, but the con roll is a natural 20. Gets launched 30 feet away, lands, and gets knocked unconscious. Loses no hit points. I lived. Cultist next to the Warforged gets blown up. Reduced to atoms. Remaining cultist gets scared less by the wizard light cantrip and his exploded quote-unquote comrade. Surrenders. Victory. Old Lady Acolyte is grateful and shocked that we obliterated the cultist. Reward? Health potion. Nice. And such begins the joke in our group of the Warforged being a bomb in any room, knocking teammates unconscious. In which we destroy wildlife. Be me, Aasimar Druid. Be not me, Wizard and everyone else. Just doing a spot of fishing before we leave the river for the plains. Wizard comes to quote-unquote help and lightning bolts 100 feet of the river. Ecological disaster 1.gif. All the fish are fried into inedibility. Hashtag guess we'll eat rations then. Lunchtime comes. Attacked by saber-toothed tigers while not eating delicious fresh fish. Wizard webs them and then lightning bolts again. In the drought-dried grasslands. Ecological disaster 2.jpg. The next day, a thunderstorm blows in from the sea and puts the fire out, a little too conveniently. Wizard. I don't trust in anything to divine. Be me, Aasimar Druid. I just want to point out that was a great ending for the story. So that's where they come from. Be me, 2nd level wizard in a Pathfinder campaign. Be not me, GM throwing gobs of goblins at our poor low level party. Fighter goes down and it looks like a TPK. I check the inventory for help and I find the scroll of monster summoning one. Quickly glance at the summons list. I summon a pony, I say. GM. What? Seriously? It has the most hit points. GM rolls eyes. Fine, you summon a pony, it's covered in pink polka dots and it has a blue bridle. Its braided mane is rainbow colored. It appears in front of the goblins, who immediately attack. GM rolls dice. The goblins attack your pony and tear it to shreds. It falls to the ground covered in blood and gore. Its sad pony eyes look at you in surprise and horror as if to say, why? Before the body disappears from whence it came. What the hell? Say the players. Cleric was able to heal the fighter and we won the day. I spent the rest of the campaign summoning herds of ponies, not taking the game seriously and pissing off the GM. 6 months later, GM is running Delta Green, a modern horror campaign. The game is hardcore and players are trying their best at serious roleplay. Be me, a Los Angeles cop on the edge with a substance abuse problem and an estranged wife and young daughter. Be not me, fellow party members investigating a series of strange animal disappearances and mutilations occurring at city zoos and exotic animal sanctuaries. Oh boy, I can see where this is going. We're meeting at my character's house, planning our investigation. It's also a weekend custody visitation with my daughter, who's turning 7. Outside is an elaborate birthday party for her, because I'm trying to buy her love. All your daughter's little friends are there. She's dressed up as a fairy princess in a white dress with a sparkly wand, tiara, and butterfly wings. There's a bounce house, a clown, and a pony for the children to ride. The pony is covered in pink polka dots and has a blue bridle. Its braided mane is rainbow colored. I never saw it coming. From the kitchen window, you can see the children sitting at the party table, a couple picnic tables placed end to end. It's festooned in Disney princess themed tablecloths and balloons. There's a large birthday cake in the center, decorated with a large number 7 and an equal number of lit candles. It looks like the children are about to sing happy birthday. Suddenly, there's a commotion. You hear the cries of confused children. One of them yells, "The pony disappeared!" Players rush outside to see what was going on. About a dozen confused children are sitting at the table, surrounded by the clown and several mothers. Suddenly, amidst the confusion, a festively decorated dead pony materializes 6 feet above the party table. The bloody corpse looks like it's been sliced up by a dozen edged weapons. Its dead pony eyes stare at you blankly, just before the polka dot covered body plummets down onto the table, destroying it and splattering the contents onto the children. Your daughter's eyes grow wide in shock. She's covered head to toe in cake, ice cream, and pony gore. Crimson stains blossom like morning roses on her white party dress, and blood-soaked cake drips from her hair. She looks like a diminutive version of Stephen King's Carrie at the prom. A low mournful sound emits from her small mouth, growing steadily until it becomes a wail louder than it has any right to be. Shock turns to horror. The other children begin to scream along with their mothers and the clown. The police and ambulances arrive and take the children to the hospital. Dozens of reporters converge upon your home, which will be prominently featured on the evening news, along with a warning that some viewers might find these images disturbing. You know you're going to lose custody of your daughter and never see her again. GM looks across the table at a bunch of shocked players holding Delta Green character sheets. He smiles. And that, gentlemen, is why you don't summon a fucking pony in my Pathfinder game. FML, okay, that's really that was all a plot from the DM. Okay then. I actually wasn't expecting it to be so bad. Alright, on that note, that's it for today's video. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like if you didn't subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon, as well as on YouTube. I pretty lots of thanks so much for those. Links below if you want to check them out, as well as links to the social media, Discord, and everything else. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Have a great bye.